On this segment of Home Ideas, we're joined with Ray Brooks from Brooks Construction. He's going to show us how he can make your concrete beautiful. Ray, welcome back to Home Ideas.
Jim, good to see you again.
Tell us about Brooks Construction.
Well, Brooks Construction's been in the business of pouring concrete for 65 years. We've always been in the Sioux Falls area. We do travel a little bit, 100 miles of the Sioux Falls area, but we have 10 crews. All we do is concrete, and of course we do overlayments and a lot of decorative. Normally when the concrete comes in the truck, it's just a gray color when it dries. Now, decorative concrete is anything that changes the characteristics of concrete to make it a different color.
Ray, today we're going to look at several different types of decorative concrete. First off, tell us where we're at now.
Okay, now we're at the Carnival Brazilian Restaurant in Sioux Falls. This is a very unique building. The floors and everything were all done before we got here. We came in and we did our overlayment. Well, overlayment is just changing the contrast of the floor. And then we came in and did our skip trowel on top of that, and that is the actual design in the floor. Now this process can be used on wood as well as existing concrete. When we trowel on this skip trowel, there's no defined pattern. Every job we do is completely different. So the nice thing is, for a residential application, you'll never have the same thing as your neighbor does or someone across the street. Every job is unique. The next step in the process is the acid staining itself. Now this particular floor had 4 different colors on it. Sometimes we do 1 color, sometimes we do 5 colors. I mean, every floor is unique. This process is completely different than anything else available. The next step in the process on this floor was putting down the sealers. We use a special acrylic sealer to actually lock in the colors. And then as far as the maintenance aspect of it, we put on several coats of wax. A floor like this will last the life of the building. Properly maintained, there again, like I said, all you got to do is wax it.
Well, Ray, I would imagine the restaurant's really happy with the floor on the inside, but you also did some other work.
Yes, we did. On the outside of the building, we did a large stamped, colored concrete patio. Now, it has a border on the outside, and the border on this project is about 2 feet wide. We can do that in any size. That can be 1 color, or it can be the same color. Now, the color in the center was a rose color, and then we highlighted it with what's known as a release. Now, those release colors come in 8 separate colors, and we use them just to highlight the brick look, or the color of your house, or your shingles, or pretty much anything you want.
Now, Ray, we have another project to look at as well?
Yes, we do. We're going to look at an absolutely gorgeous concrete stoop.
Well, Ray, as you mentioned, this is an example of stencil concrete. What can you explain about stenciling to us?
Well, stenciling is completely different than stamped. With the stencil, we have a nice clean joint line. That can be 1 color. And we can do a border. That's a separate color. It can also be a separate stencil. And then the center can be another color as well.
Okay, and again, this is somewhere where people can actually come and look at the project.
Right. We're in close to downtown Sioux Falls, 415 South Waltz. And come and look at it anytime.
Now, we have other projects to look at?
Oh, we have several.
Let's go do it.
Let's go.
Well, Ray, we're at our next project, and if I'm not mistaken, this looks like an overlayment.
Yes, that's correct. This overlayment is over wood. This house was built in the late 1800s. It had very strong floors, which makes it easy to overlay it. Well, the design is it's what's known as a feathered edge. It's probably our most popular design, just because there's no design to it. So we can finish it, we can come in and we can engrave it, we can saw cuts in it. This one highlighted the acid stains just on the edges.
What else are we looking at?
Okay, the next one we're going to look at is a stencil design. There again, the stencil shows the defined joint line. This one has a leaf impression stamped in it throughout. We can also highlight those, make them deeper. This one has some greens and some tans in it. We highlighted the leaf design. You know, a lot of people don't like leaves in their concrete, but some people pay us extra for it.
Ray, what else are we going to look at?
Okay, the one we're going to look at now is an orchard stone pattern. It's the biggest pattern that we have. It's the stamp itself is gigantic. It's about 8 feet across, and it's a beautiful pattern. It really works well with rock retaining walls. The homeowner had specially picked that out to go with their fire pit and the retaining wall, and all the colors meshed together. It ended up being a beautiful job.
Now, I know you also do some commercial work. We're looking at a commercial building here. What'd you do here?
That is an overlay over an existing stoop. We sprayed on several different colors of acid stain, put a good sealer on it that'll last a long time. It's maintenance free. You can throw salt on it if you want. It doesn't hurt the surface. This floor is at the new Top Dog Kennel on South Minnesota Avenue. Now, this was just a 1-color acid stain, but as you can see, the stain reacts with the cementitious products in the cement. It gives you all kinds of colors. You have clouding, you have dark spots, you get high spots. Of course, the sealer brings out a lot of the colors as well. All right, this one is an addition to an existing house. We overlaid the basement floor, did a couple different colors of acid stain in there, As you can see, the texture of the feathered edge, as it's known. It's a beautiful stamp. It has no pattern to it at all. It matches everything.
This next project is actually a lighted driveway. What's that all about, Ray?
This one's out by Hartford, and it has lights all the way out to the road. It's so dark in the country that these people wanted just a path light in case they had heavy snows or whatever, they could actually find their driveway. As you can see, Jim, the lights are really cool.
Well, they certainly are, Ray. And one thing that's always impressed me about Brooks Construction is the variety of products you provide.
Right. Well, we have 10 crews. We basically started the decorative concrete industry in South Dakota. 5 of our crews do flat work, which is the stamping, the stenciling, the overlayments. We've worked on countless projects. Give us a call. Bring down your plans. If you've seen something in a magazine, we can match anything. We've got thousands of pictures. John and I'll come out, show you everything we do. Really, it doesn't matter what it is. We'll make it work.
Ray, thanks for being on Home Ideas.
Thank you, Jim.